Hey everyone, this is Jay Wong with JayWongTV, and today I want to touch on a concept called imperfect is the new perfect. And I think a lot of times in our society today, people want the opportunities to kind of throw themselves out there via their thoughts, their ideas, and they want the opportunities to learn new skills, develop new hobbies, and people are too scared to try something new and throw themselves out there because they have this idea that they need to be perfect when they first start out. And I think this type of thinking is quite flawed in our society today because it limits what we believe is possible and also makes it really difficult for us to strive to get out of our comfort zone. Nowadays, everyone is slowly becoming an author or a content creator, and a huge roadblock for these types of people that can't finish their novel or they can't finish their book, their blog post, is that they're trying to make everything so perfect on that first draft. Even though at a conscious level they know that they won't be publishing this first draft, it has to go through whatever the editing process it is for that person, and maybe they're going to publish on the 5th draft or maybe even the 10th draft, but you can't get to the 10th draft if you haven't even finished your first draft. And so this is a great example of how perfection really holds us back. And everyone remembers the first time they started riding a bike. And maybe you weren't very good, you fell off a bunch, maybe you scraped your elbows, you scraped your knees, and then all of a sudden there was that magical moment where you started riding a bike for a few seconds. And those few seconds turn into a few minutes, and now your body has memorized how to ride a bike for the rest of your life. And so I think in starting out, instead of striving for these perfect moments, we should be really running towards these imperfect moments. Brené Brown, who does an amazing TED Talk on the topic of vulnerability, has this to say: imperfections are not inadequacies. They are there to remind us that we are in this together. And so isn't that what being imperfect is all about? Those human moments where we're fumbling through something new, we kind of have no idea what's really going on, and we realize we're not a robot. We're not gonna get 100% on every test and everything that we try. I mean, that's what love and relationships are all about. It's about discovering your own faults and embracing the faults of others. That's what families have been created. That's how societies have been created. And that's what our life should be about. Not this manufactured perfectness that we strive for. Instead, it should be about the human moments that we're stumbling around, those imperfect gems. And if you think of any relationship in your life, whether it be your family, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your best friends, it's always those not so perfect moments that you remember the most. So go out there, jump right into it, fumble around, be a human being, and by including imperfections in your own life, you can be more transparent, you can be more authentic to everyone around us, and we can realize that being perfect means being imperfect.